Hello everyone, welcome to Konya Tech. So today we'll be installing the Docker desktop on Windows 10. So let's download the Docker installer file. So from this URL we can download the Docker file. So here Docker desktop for Windows. Simply download. For installation purpose, I have already downloaded this file. So the file size will be approximate 532 MB and it will take some time depending upon your internet speed. So simply go to our download and double click on this installer file. So our downloading and installation has been started. Simply keep these options as default and click on OK. So the installation will take few minutes, like 3 minutes or 4 minutes. So I will be pausing this video till the installation gets complete. So here guys, installation of a Docker desktop version 3.3.3 has been completed successfully. So let's close this window and start our Docker application. So here it's asking for WSL2 installation is incomplete. So simply click on this provided link. And here we do have this Linux kernel for our Windows. So let's download this file. It's of around 146 MB. So simply install this file. Go for next. Oh, the installation has been done. So simply click on finish. Now this WSL2 installation is completed. So simply restart. So here this is our Docker window and the Docker application window. So at the startup we saw that here this icon was in red color, this bar was on red color. So now the color has been changed, because if configuration is not done properly, the installation is incomplete, that time it will show the red. And now simply skip this tutorial. Our Docker has been started and we don't have any containers because it's a fresh installation. So here the bar changes to the red color to green color from red color, because green color it means it's running. So here we can check the status of this Docker on Windows. So these are the options on the left hand side, which is containers and apps. This menu will show you all the details. If any containers are running on our Windows, it will show the list of the containers here. And the second option is images. Here it will give all the images details, like locally or how many images we have on our desktop. Currently we don't have any image, and so it won't show anything. This is a dev environment which is not required for admin. So let's see, open our command prompt and check whether the installation has been properly done or not. So simply give the command docker version. It will display all the versions. So let's check any container are running in this machine. No containers are running. So here what we can do, guys, we don't have any image, we don't have any containers. So let's download the image first. So here Docker full Ubuntu. So here what we are doing, we are downloading this Ubuntu image from Docker Hub, which is a centralized repository for all images. We don't have any file to run the containers, that's why we want to download this file. You can download any OS images or any file packages for your application, whether it is a Linux, Ubuntu, CentOS, Nginx, like that. So simply click the Docker pull Ubuntu. So first it will check locally whether this file is available in local repository. If it is not available, it will go to the Docker Hub and pull the latest version of the Ubuntu image. So here it's downloading. The file has been downloaded. So let's check the file docker images. So it will show the files which are available in local repository. We have just downloaded this file Ubuntu. This is the image ID. Okay, so size is 72 MB. So guys, this is how we can download the image. Let's download few files. CentOS. For our better understanding, we can download 2-3 files and we will check. So here it's started downloading. So first it goes to our local repository, then it will download from Hub. So let's check in our Windows Docker application. So in containers, we don't have any containers. So let's check the images. So recently we have downloaded one file, that is a Ubuntu. So Ubuntu is available and all details are available here. So simply double click, because another file, CentOS file, is in progress. Once it is downloaded, completed, it will reflect here. See, CentOS downloaded. Now try one more file to check. Docker pull. Let's download the Nginx. The Nginx download has been completed. So immediately it reflected that all locally files available in the Docker Windows. So here you can find the 3 images available here. So guys, if you want to run the container for Ubuntu, you can simply select this file and click on this run. So it will ask for option cancel and run. Simply run. This command will execute and start the container from that image what we downloaded. So this is a container. Earlier it was showing empty. Now in container option we are having the Ubuntu container. So this is a client mode. So this is a container window. Okay, we have just logged into container, so we can check, and we want to update this container, want to install any packages, we can install here. So this is the container window. Let's go to root. We can check anything. So let's exit from this container and see the other options. This is, stop option. If you want to stop this container, simply click on this, and you want to restart, and this is for delete. For our better understanding, let's go to the command prompt. Let's check the containers, how many containers are being running. So here we are having one container, that is this is the container ID, and the image is Ubuntu image. From Ubuntu this container has been created, and all details like what command we are using and when it was created. Okay, so let's create one more container from CentOS. So select the CentOS and simply click on run. Now we are having a second container that is executed from CentOS. Let's check that in command prompt how many containers are available. Here we are, it's showing the two containers. In our Docker desktop, also showing the two containers. The easiest thing in the Docker desktop is we can do without going to the client prompt. We can simply click on execute. We can simply start the container or download the images and stop the containers. All things we can do in graphical user interface. It is very easy and very feasible. So this is our second container. Suppose if I want to start the first container, which is Ubuntu 1, if I want to stop this, and in backend, let's check what's going on, whether it will show the two containers or not. No, it's not showing the two containers. Here only one container is running, that is from CentOS. So if you want to check all containers, simply use this command docker ps-a. So here it will give two containers, available two containers. One container is stopped and it in exited status. So here you can see this container is not in running state, not in running state, right? So if you want to delete this, simply delete this one and remove. So only one container is available. We have already deleted that command. Yeah. So if you want to go for more details on this container, like what are the logs and how to inspect and stats, you can go simply on click it. So these are the log files. You can see currently no logs. And if you want to inspect, we can inspect in this using this menu. Next is stats. This stats will show you this container, how much RAM utilization is there and how much CPU is utilizing, and disk read write and a network input output. All details will be available here. Okay. So let's stop this container and delete this one. Now you can see we don't have any containers, showing us no containers running. And in images we are having the three images, that is Ubuntu, Nginx and CentOS. And from these two options we can control download and run the containers easily from command prompt. Even we can verify docker, this docker ps, so it will show containers status and available containers. So currently we don't have any container in execution. So let's take the images, how many images it's showing. Docker images. In Docker images currently we are having 3 in local repository, so it's showing the 3. Okay, in local repository.